Hi there, my name is Teresa Kaiser, and I always like to share new tools that I find with my viewers. And this one happens to be a photo editor that is absolutely free and tons of fun. You will need to set some time aside to actually play with it. But my daughter, who is 11, actually turned me on to this. It's called PizAp, and that's PIZAP.com. Now listen, when you go to that site, it is full of ads, so be careful what you're clicking on, because if you look at something like this is actually an ad, okay? So when you get to their page, and this is an ad, and this is an ad, so all you're going to do is hit start. That's it, start, okay? Now we go in here, and then you have the option you can make a photo collage. You can choose all kinds of shapes and so forth. You can edit your photos. You can make your Facebook and Twitter covers, and all kinds of things, and it's very, very easy as drag and drop. So let's take a look at this here. We're going to do a Facebook cover, Twitter cover. You can also do custom, okay? So what I'm going to show you today, a lot of people ask me, well, how am I going to know what size I need to make my YouTube channel header on? I have no idea. I have no idea how to do it. I don't know, okay? So I'm going to show you this, and I want you to watch my screen. If you take a look up over here, let's see if I can move this a little bit. Right over here, you see this little ruler? I'm using Firefox right now for my browser. And this little ruler is an application called Measure It, all right? And you can download it for free, add it as a plugin, just search Google or whatever for Measure It Firefox plugin, okay? And you can go ahead and download it. Then you'll have to restart your browser, and this will actually show up in the corner. All right, now what do you do with this? All right, and I'm jumping to this because we're going to make a custom YouTube header today. All right, so let's go over to YouTube here, and I'm going to go to so you want to go to your channel. And here is my cover right now. Now I've had this for a while and I never really touched it. So today I'm going to take time while you're watching to actually design my header cover for my YouTube channel. If you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, make sure that you go ahead and do that. I love to share tips and tricks like this, mainly focused on beginners, but some of the stuff is kind of advanced as well. So let's get you subscribed to that and get you learning a new skill. Remember, in internet marketing, and anywhere actually, to keep your mind sharp, you should be learning at least one new thing every single day. So now that you're at your YouTube channel here, well, how in the world do I know what size this is? All right. Well, first of all, you can edit your channel art. Okay. And it tells you right here, channel art size. Okay, now it can't be any bigger than 2 megabytes. Well, if you're doing it online, it's not going to be. If you're doing it with Photoshop or you're more advanced like that, fine, okay? But this is a size that we're going to want to do right here. So you're going to want to just write that size down. Now this is your channel art, so 2560 by 1440. You have to understand this is pixels. This is the background for your channel. It's not your header, okay? What we want to find out, and some people make this mistake and they wonder why their picture doesn't fit. I'm showing you that as an example, all right? So if you want channel art, that's your background to your channel. If you want just the little header here, okay, you're going to measure this. So you click Measure It, and now this little tool will come down, and you want to line it up on the corner, and then once you get it right in there, you want to hold your left mouse button down and just click and drag across. And then up here, it tells you exactly what size it needs to be. So we're going to make a graphic today that is 1263 pixels. Now that's the width. And then the height is 212 this way, okay? So now let's go back over to our PizAp. And we're going to choose custom here, okay? So you're going to click this right here. Now, if you are going to do a Facebook cover or a Twitter cover, it can actually pull, it knows the size, it knows the, you know, where to get your pictures. You'll have to authorize it to view your Facebook account, just like an app, no big deal. Same thing with Twitter. Or you can choose one of these if you're doing another picture for some reason. Even if you're going to design your quotes. So if you want to make a little quote, you can add your own picture. You can choose, you know, one of the backgrounds I have and start with that. There's tons and tons of things you can do. Yesterday I was playing with this, and actually I stuck my face in the picture of Mona Lisa. Looked kind of scary, but it was fun. So let's pick custom here. And you're just going to put in the size that we want to make. So it's going to be, we want this to be 1263 wide. And we want this to be 212 in the height. And then we're going to hit go. Okay. Now you have all kinds of things that you can put on here. So the only thing about this bar, because there's so many ads. This is an ad, this is an ad. This is the only area that you're going to want to work with. So if you want to add a background now, so we can click here. Or you can add a picture. Everything is done in layers. So you want to add whatever you're going to use first. So add background. And you can either upload a photo. You can take a shot from your webcam if you want to smile or whatever. You can add a picture from Facebook. So let's go ahead and do that. So let's go to backgrounds. Or you can add a border. Okay, up to you. So let's hit backgrounds. And all the backgrounds that I have to choose from. So maybe you don't like these. Maybe you're a guy and some of them are too girly for you or something like that. Hit the other things here. You know, see if there's a nice picture that you like. You know, anything. And you're going to be able to add text to this as well. Okay. So this is something that is really easy to use. It doesn't matter if you're a graphic designer or not. I am, and you know what? I still take the shortcuts. So, and I bet you a lot of people that are graphic designers actually do take a shortcut. There's you know, hearts here. There's, you know, some wild patterns. Here's some, you know, paisley looking stuff. That's kind of wild. Here's some more. So, I mean, there's just tons to choose from. So you could make your channel look absolutely like anything you want just by choosing one of these backgrounds. And these, I guess they couldn't categorize them. So if you didn't find one, maybe you'll find what you want in here. All right, so I've chosen one now. Now, if you look at all these things across the top, you can actually add a border to it. You could add a photo. You can add a, you can spray paint it if you want to. Here's where you add your text. All right. So we're going to go ahead, and there's stickers, and there's filters. Now the filters will make it look a different color. So this is no effect, but let's say you want it black and white. You can change it to black and white. Let's say you don't want that, go back to no effect. It's just a matter of clicking. Then we're going to hit text, okay? Now you can choose to put a bubble on here, or you can just say text, okay? Now you'll type in this box. And make sure, you know, you choose your text style or, you know, anything you want. There's all kinds of them in here. Let's go pick a nice one. I don't quite need it 50. 50 is pretty big for a font size. And you can just play with this. The color is going to be this color. You can turn to choose on glow. The background of the text would be black, or you can uncheck it. You can decide if you want it centered. All right, now I want that a little bigger because that's pretty tiny. So yeah, maybe we needed to leave it at 50. Sometimes if you choose some of the handwriting type of fonts, they don't appear too big, so I don't know, that's pretty hard to read. It's pretty, but it is too hard to read. So let's go pick something else. Like I said, there's just tons of choices in here. Just depends on what you're writing. I always like to make my stuff look so fancy. Ooh, that's too big. All right, I have my text in here, and when you're typing something, you'll notice there's no anything to change this. You can't control that, so don't worry about it. Once you click right here, see, now you get the stretch thing. So if you want to take this and drag it over here, you can drag it over here. Now remember, on YouTube, your picture shows up over here, so you want to give it space to not be underneath that for sure, okay? And then let's say you want to put like your blog address or something like that right on there. I'm going to actually put a link to my business on there. So I'm going to say check. That's how I want it to look, all right? Now I'm going to click on text again, and I'm going to add, I don't need bleeding heart now. I just want to put a plain text link under here. All right. Now that's pretty big. So let's get that down to a decent size and click here and drag that right down there. Just like that. And now click away from it or hit your check. See that? So now we can change all of that. This feature here is a cutout tool. If you want to upload a photo and color on someone's face, you can actually cut out their face. So if you have a photo you want to add, so you want to add a photo, paint the area, so you just drag your mouse over it, you paint their face. It's very, very touchy. You do have to play with it for a while. But that's how you put someone's face on top of a graphic, which is awesome. So if you have a lot of patience, go ahead and do that. For the purpose of today's training, I'm not going to do that because it is time consuming. Now you can add a border to this if you want to. And now the border is, like the outside part here. So keep in mind it's going to be, taking up the corners. So be careful, what you pick. But the cool thing is if you have a photo, you can add a border to it just like this. And these are the borders. And you have this option in anything that you're designing. And there's all kinds of them, but I'm just going to choose a basic one back up here to make everything, kind of match. So let's pick something. So I'm going to just, for fun, just choose this one here. Okay. And I don't actually like that, but let's go in and change that. So you don't like that border, you're just going to go ahead and say remove border, and there you go, it's off. So this is very, very, very simple to do. I'm going to move this down just a teeny bit. And I'm going to just go without the border, okay? So now you're all done. Now your option is you can download this, which I do recommend, or you can save it, okay? So for today's purposes, I'm just going to save this. And you can email it to yourself, you can share it on Facebook, you can share it on Twitter. Amazingly enough, they don't have YouTube yet here, so just gonna email it to myself here. Graphic designed. There you go. And I just sent it to myself, all right? Now go back to this previous screen here, and if you just hit download, and then you'll be able to download the image and save it to wherever you want. So you want to choose, I'll just save it into my pictures here. Well, you want to name it something. I'm going to name this YouTube header. Okay. And then I'm going to save it into my pictures. And then of course I have a lot of graphics, so. And the image is downloaded. And it is simply that easy. You'll want to just sit and play with it for a little while and have fun. Enjoy. My name is Teresa Kaiser from teresakaiser.net. I'll see you in the next video.